I'm 46 and here are the best health purchases I made in 2025. So each year I try a bunch of health products, gadgets, and systems, and honestly, most of them end up collecting dust or get donated, but a handful of them actually change how I feel, how I move, how I sleep, and how well I stay on track. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the best purchases I made in 2025. By the way, my name is Dango. I've been a fitness coach for 20 plus years. I owned a gym for over a decade, sold that in 2018. Since then, I've been helping high-achieving entrepreneurs and business owners transform their bodies with ease and minimal stress. And also in terms of the brands I recommend, you can find them all in the description below. Let's get on to the first one, which is the reverse osmosis water filter with the Re-Mineralizer. Now, this is probably one of the most important purchases I made this year, because I drink water every day and clean water makes a massive difference in our energy, digestion, and skin. Reverse osmosis removes microplastics, heavy metals, PFAS, chlorine, fluoride, and hundreds of other contaminants. Now, I had to make sure I added a Re-Mineralizer to my RO system because it adds back essential minerals like magnesium, calcium, and trace electrolytes so the water doesn't taste flat. Now, most people never think about the quality of their water, yet it is the thing they consume the most. And upgrading your water is one of the highest leverage moves you can make for your long-term health. Number 2 is a home air purifier. Indoor air pollution is a silent killer and is often worse than outdoor air. Dust, microplastics, pet dander, mold spores, and chemical fumes all build up. Now, an air filter pulls these particles out of the air and creates a clean environment for your lungs, brain, and sleep. So I keep one in my bedroom and one in my office, and just knowing that you're breathing high-quality air is a massive relief. Now, the next one I use for my brain, and it's actually called Brain FM. This is the closest thing to a focus button that I've found. So Brain FM uses scientifically engineered sound patterns to help your brain enter deep focus, calm, and sleep within minutes. I use it to write, plan my week, and get into the flow for creative work like writing the script for this video. And if you're someone who is easily distracted like me or struggles with attention switching, this is worth testing. It helps you get more done in less time without stimulants. And I'm also good friends with the founder, Dan Clark, and he has given the subscribers of my channel a free month at Brain FM at the link in the description below. Now, number 4 is a water flosser. And something you may not know about me is I actually had to deal with really bad dental health for my 20s and 30s. Most of it was due to neglect. A lot of it was due to not flossing. And truthfully, I was just too lazy to floss. Now, I did not realize how much gum health affects your whole body, especially inflammation and heart health. The crazy thing is when I started using the water flosser, I was seeing all these food particles and debris leaving my mouth, and that's not even counting the stuff you can't see. Honestly, it was pretty horrifying, but it was also oddly satisfying. Now, something you have to know is that gum inflammation is linked to heart disease, blood sugar problems, and even cognitive decline. And healthy gums are a sign of a healthy body. And even just a few minutes a day will pay off for decades. So I use a water flosser in the morning upon waking and at night. I know a bunch of dentists are going to be on here saying that the water flosser is not enough. I get it. You want to have a real flosser and a water flosser, and that will be the best bang for buck when it comes to your dental health. But if you are too lazy to use a real flosser, then the water flosser is a great substitute. Number 5 is going to be the Daylight tablet. Now, the Daylight tablet is a screen that doesn't emit blue light. It feels like digital paper, and it lets me work, read, outline ideas, and plan my day without overstimulating my brain. It has also become a little bit of a healthy tablet that I give my daughter to use for spelling games and also math games. Now, traditional screens blast blue light directly into your eyes, which keeps your body in alert mode, and it makes sleep harder. They also contribute to eye strain, headaches, and that wired but exhausted feeling at night. And this is not even mentioning the amount of dopamine that goes off in your brain when you're getting inundated with colors, sounds, clicks. And the thing I love about the Daylight tablet is that it eliminates all of that. I use it for reading, scrolling, and anything that requires clarity. It helps me stay focused without frying my dopamine system. So if you want better sleep and less screen anxiety, this could be one of the biggest upgrades you can make. Number 6 is going to be Vietnamese rice wraps. All right, this is my secret hack from Vietnam. So these rice wraps are light, gluten-free, higher satiety, and lower calories than your normal tortilla. It is also way easier on digestion. You can fill them with lean proteins, veggies, herbs, and even leftover salmon and avocado. For anyone trying to eat high-protein meals without feeling bloated or stuffed, and you want to keep them low-calorie, rice wraps are perfect. Number 7 is a Veggie Chopper. Now, this one might sound basic, but hear me out. The Veggie Chopper increased my vegetable intake more than any supplement or habit. And the biggest reason is because it removes friction. I notice that when my veggies are chopped, they get cooked and eaten. When they're not, they usually go bad in the fridge. So the Veggie Chopper saves me time, it keeps your meals interesting, and it makes eating vegetables somewhat easy and also fun. Number 8 is a non-toxic air fryer, and this one is a complete game changer. So I'm a sucker for fried foods, and unfortunately, they're pretty bad for your health. So enter the air fryer. The unfortunate part about most air fryers is that 99% of the brands out there use Teflon. So when heated, Teflon can actually leach chemicals entering your food. So the non-toxic air fryer, which I have in the description below, is going to give you the crispiness of deep frying without the oils and without the toxic coatings found on other models. And the great part is it's easy to use. I love it for cooking steaks, chicken fingers, chicken nuggets, and even toasting my sourdough bread in them. Number 9 is the Ninja Creami. Now, the Ninja Creami turned my diet from sustainable to ridiculously enjoyable. It's crazy because you can actually eat around 300 calories of ice cream, and it's going to give you around 50 to 60 grams of protein, and it's going to taste delicious. And it's enabled me to make high protein ice cream using milk and whey protein, and it tastes pretty damn close to ice cream while hitting your protein goals and also killing your cravings at night. It's one of the best replacements that actually makes you feel like you're indulging. And by the way, my friend Zach from Flexible Dieting Lifestyle has a recipe book containing 22 ice cream recipes. You can get it for free. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Number 10 is going to be cotton underwear. So one of the biggest changes in my 2025 was switching to cotton underwear. And something you have to know is that synthetic fabrics trap heat and moisture and can leach BPAs and microplastics on your private parts. Cotton is breathable, soft, and keeps everything dry, so your skin stays healthy and your body stays comfortable throughout the day. So I wear mine for training, travel, and everyday life because it just feels better and it makes me feel slightly more balanced. Number 11 is super cheap, but do not confuse that with being ineffective. And it's black stickers for your bedroom lights. So something you may not know is that even the tiniest bit of light exposure can affect your health in a negative way. Even the lights that you see on your outlets and on your smoke detectors have been shown to disrupt melatonin and keep your brain from entering deep sleep. Blackout stickers take 5 seconds to install. They remove all the visual noise from your bedroom. And if you combine this with a dark room, cool temperature, you are going to sleep like a baby. And number 12 is going to be a walking pad with an incline. So for every single person who has a desk job and sits for long periods, this is an absolute necessity. I previously got a walking pad, but something I didn't like was that there was no incline. And something you have to know about inclines is that it can simulate outdoor walking conditions and also burn more calories. Now, there is a drawback of getting this walking pad with the incline is the fact that it's not foldable as a normal under the desk treadmill that is flat. So it is what it is. But there is a massive difference in my brain, mood, and stress levels when I use my walking pad and when I don't. Highly recommend this for desk workers. It has changed my life. Now, there are some honorable mentions. I got myself a basic pedometer just to track my steps. Another one is a written journal, and I journal every single day about my thoughts, about where I'm going, about situations that happen. Super important, especially from a mental health perspective. Another one is from my friend Mark Sison. It is Paluva toe shoes. I have used these a couple times when I've been walking and also when I've been doing workouts. I'm not exactly a fan of the fashion statement of wearing toe shoes, but I have to admit they help me spread my toes a lot more than wearing just normal Nikes. Another one, especially for people who love coffee, is the AeroPress glass coffee maker. Something I just hate is plastic coffee machines, because when you heat the plastic, all those microplastics and the BPAs just get leached into the coffee. So the AeroPress glass coffee maker makes me feel like I'm drinking healthier coffee by not leaching those microplastics in there, and highly recommend for people who drink coffee every day. Another one is going to be Unbound Merino wool clothing. This is actually a shirt that I'm wearing from them. In the comments, I have people always asking, what shirt am I wearing? What shirt am I wearing? And this is Unbound Merino. I have no affiliation to the company. I just love how their clothing feels and also how it looks. And the last one is going to be either Create or Momentous Creatine Powder. And the reason I choose these is because they contain Creapure. Most of the creatine brands that you see are coming from China, and they can actually have some heavy metals and also other stuff that you don't want in there. So I want to go with the best quality creatine going into my body, and that is going to be these two brands. Now, what surprised me this year is that none of these purchases were flashy or complicated. Okay, maybe the reverse osmosis machine and maybe the air purifier, but they are simple upgrades to my environment that made healthy choices easier and unhealthy choices harder. And they also make a great gift for health conscious people in your life. So again, I have links to all of the brands that I use in the description below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.